Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Liesl. This is my husband Ian. Clearly we've been married. We had a first date, believe it or not.
We did, yeah.
A long time ago. Shoot, what, 12 years ago?
2009.
Yeah, 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Math. Hashtag math.
Hashtag
Do
math.
people still say mashtag?
Mashtag. I don't know. They certainly don't say mashtag.
Hashtag.
Anyways, in this video, we're gonna be talking about our first date and going over some tips for a first date for you. That might be helpful, maybe ease your nerves, and help you have a successful first date.
Basically, someone DM'd me last week asking if I had any tips for a first date, but I've only been, I think, on 2 like actual first dates, neither of which I wanted to go on. So I've got some tips.
She's got some stuff to tell you. All
well,
right.
I mean, like, we've obviously been on a first date. I just mean like first date as in like we weren't friends prior.
Yeah, it was just like strictly like, I want to date you, go out on a date with me, and it's like, okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is awkward. It's not awkward.
What's awkward?
First dates.
Oh, the first dates are awkward.
First dates are awkward.
They can be awkward.
They can be awkward.
But with these helpful tips, you can have a successful first date.
That can lead to marriage. Before we get into it, hit that smash button.
Huh?
Hit that smash button.
Smash that like button. Subscribe to our channel and enjoy all of our videos. All right, appreciate you guys, love you. let's get into this.
Okay.
So you want to go talk about our first date first?
Yeah, let's talk about our first date.
Okay. Well, I would say this. Let me give one point and then I'm gonna relate it to our first date.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah.
This one seems kind of basic, but step 1 into having a successful first date and potentially continuing on with a nice relationship and marriage.
Yes.
Is be yourself.
Yeah.
It seems so self-explanatory, but you want to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you're acting and you're on your best behavior and you're trying to be what you think the other person wants you to be, well, it's not going to last because you can't keep that charade up forever, right? Eventually you're going to have to be yourself.
Yeah.
You'll just be frustrated and trying to be something that you're not, and that person, maybe they don't like the real you. That's okay. Get them out of the way now so you can find that person who likes you for you. Liesl did this, okay? We went on our first date. So we went to Red Robin for our first date. I said, baby girl, let's go to dinner.
He did not call me baby girl.
I said, woo. I said, fancy dinner, we're going to Red Robin. So we went.
Balling on a budget.
We went to Red Robin. Liesl got I still remember what you wore too. Liesl was wearing like this strapless, pinstripey dress, tan sandals with the jewels on them.
With the jewels.
Nails always painted.
Always.
And I think your hair was kind of short still at the time. It was like this long.
It was. I did the traditional leave a relationship, cut your hair, and it was different when I came back from the salon and had to do it myself. Anyway, I digress.
It was okay, but
don't cut your hair after a breakup unless you really want to, but don't just do it because you want something different and you want to change.
Yeah, it never works out. You're never happy. No. So it comes time to order. I think I got a wrap or something, or a salad, because I don't know, I like salads. And Liesl got the Whiskey River barbecue chicken bacon, no, the Whiskey River barbecued bacon cheeseburger. Yeah. The thing was this big.
It was so good.
We get it, and we're like, oh, okay, cool, like, here comes the food, and we're talking, and it's nice and stuff, and then she just goes,
I got a big mouth.
She just goes to town on this burger, not in a sloppy, like, weird way, but like, her mouth was full of cheeseburger. And
he's like looking at me, because I'm just in my own world, like, eating this burger. It's my favorite burger. And I look at him, and he's just like,
wow. She was
shocked.
She was herself, all right? She wasn't trying to like just eat a little salad and like try to be, you know, she was like, this is me. I eat burgers and fries and I love it. And I was like,
strawberry lemonade.
I was like, me too. I like burgers too, but not that night. I got something else. But anyways, be yourself, all right? Don't give unrealistic expectations of yourself and for other people of you. Be yourself.
I have since learned to take smaller bites.
It's just manners. It's just manners.
I didn't know. I just figured if I can take a big bite, I might as well. I want all the flavors in every spot in my mouth. Guys, this is me. And he loves me still, 12 years later.
All right, Liesl, what do you have?
So we went to Red Robin.
Yes.
What did we do after that?
We went mini golfing.
We did go mini golfing. Guess who won?
Actually, I won the first time. You won the second time.
No.
Yes. So what happened was I tried to let her win the first time because we were on a date and I was like, I want to let her win so she feels good. And I still ended up winning. But it's okay. And she was pretty upset about it. Not really upset, but she was like, oh, you beat me.
I'm a sore loser. I'm the first to admit it. I don't like to lose. I'm competitive.
But the next time we went mini golfing, you did beat me.
I did.
But the first time I tried to let you win, I still won. And then you got your revenge next time.
I did.
It was pretty fun. So like we got to eat, hang out, talk. We got to go do an activity where you're not just like sitting and just kind of like this the whole time. You get to do things, interact, you know.
I would say for a first date, tip number dos.
Here we go. I'm ready.
I would say try and do something like an activity as opposed to, I would say, dinner and a movie. Because dinner, yeah, like you get to chat in between courses, but it's kind of like you always have food there. So you don't have to talk.
Right.
You know, you can and you can make small talk. But I feel like going and doing an activity really lets you see their personality. Yeah. And also you're not sitting in a movie for 3 hours in the darkness, like not talking.
Yeah, true. And when you're doing something, it allows you to like interact more.
Yeah.
Rather than just verbally. You get to do something physical and it's more fun and you get to kind of just like hang out.
Yeah.
It's more real life scenario, I think.
And like, you know, you could, if I didn't know how to like hold a golf club, you could have like showed me and then it's like, ooh, physical touch. I did know how to hold a golf club, so that.
But I still won. So I could have helped you. Just kidding.
But I would say, yeah, like an activity, something that isn't just like dinner and a movie for a first date.
Definitely helpful.
Now, when during our first date, I mean, you already liked me enough to like ask me out on like a real date, not just like, let's hang out as friends.
Right. I was like, baby, hang out with me on a date, fancy dinner. I'm just kidding.
When during the date did you think like, okay, I want to continue to pursue a relationship? Because I was like already all in. I'm the girl. I'm already like, yes, he asked me out on a date. I'm gonna marry him. Obviously, we did get.
Sorry.
Obviously, we did get married.
Yeah.
But when did you think like, okay, yeah, I want to continue to pursue this thing?
I think I already knew because we were already like hanging out that summer, and so I had already hung out with you a bunch of times. And a couple weeks prior, maybe 1 week prior, we had our Olive Garden Company bowling trip or whatever, and I picked you up for that.
You did.
So we headed out to bowling alone. But this was just more official like date.
Yeah.
So I already knew.
Okay.
So
there wasn't
after the massive bite of cheeseburger, I was like, whoa.
She's herself.
That's the one right there.
She's comfy. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you nervous at all?
Yes and no. I was trying to play it really cool.
Always.
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah. I just acted like it was like whatever to me.
Like, it's very true.
And it helps me just relax because it's like
every time.
You know, whatever. I don't get too high or too low. I'm just kind of like, I tend to be here.
I'm glad that we continued to go because I'm a very weird person. And Ian was like, to me at this point in time, like he was like up here, like he's so cool.
I've since come down quite a few notches.
You're not as cool. Well, you're cool, but you're not as cool as the image you had portrayed during like that first date and like our like early like dating season before we were boyfriend, girlfriend.
But if I had continued that way, it wouldn't be as fun.
No. I would say like, obviously I could see a glimpse of who you actually were like when we were mini golfing.
Mm.
You were very kind, very sweet.
Yeah.
But like there was like a little goofiness thrown in there. So it wasn't like he was like cool the whole time.
Like too cool.
Yeah,
right?
too cool.
Like with the, like I have to project this image and nobody
like that's who
like...
I thought you were before we became friends. And then the more we got into like our early days of our relationship, I'm like, okay, like we can work together.
Yeah.
Cause I'm weird. But I would say for me,
it's true.
It's true.
I'm just kidding.
But it was cool. It was cool to like see who you really were, get like an actual glimpse and not just see who you were as Ian the friend. You know, because we only hung out at that point. We talked to each other a lot, but at that point in time, we only saw each other in group settings. So I only got to see you as Ian the friend. not like Ian, my potential boyfriend. So it was cool
just
to
the caring, loving, sweet, uplifting, encouraging. Just
well,
kidding.
like
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
There was one point in our date, I don't remember, but I had to go to the bathroom and I hopped the fence and I asked him if he could turn around because I was wearing a dress. I didn't really wear dresses at that point. And it was just like it wasn't even like, he didn't pressure me at all at any point during our first date. So
No.
it was just like hey, can you turn around? He's like, oh yeah. So I think at that point.
But I also give you a boost. I was like this.
Oh yeah, because I was short. So it was a very like interesting, awkward, but I trusted him in that moment and yeah, just kind of like broke down another wall. Do you have another tip?
I do have another tip.
What's your tip?
This tip is basic, all right? If you don't know this tip, you shouldn't be going on dates. Brush your teeth, take a shower, smell good.
Ian's very big on hygiene.
Hygiene.
I am too, but not nearly like
Take a shower, brush your teeth, put some cologne on or something, like have clean clothes. Smell your clothes before you put them on. You never know, they might have a funky smell.
That's true.
So smell good because that could make or break your date.
Yeah, put a little extra care into this. If it's a blind date or even someone that you don't know very well, or even it's just like this is someone that you're potentially, at least for me, I never went on a date. That's a lie. With Ian, I didn't go on dates with the intention of just like dating him. I wanted to marry him. So I did want to always put my best foot forward if there was the opportunity. If we were going out, I wanted to get dressed up because I like to get dressed up and I wanted to look good for you because I cared about what he thought.
You know what's funny? Like, I would pick her up when we were dating and we'd be like going to Disneyland or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think I would wear like a button-down shirt, but not a fancy one. It was like a plaid one. It was like a casual button-down or whatever. And she'd always be like, "You're so dressed up and you're so fancy. I have to go change." And I'm like, "What?"
He was.
But I didn't think I was just wearing jeans and Vans and a shirt, but because it had buttons and a collar.
It was.
But it was like a casual shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to dress up a lot.
I hope I didn't make you.
Not dress up a lot, but
You, like, as opposed to just like throwing on a sweatshirt, you were intentional about it.
yeah. But I did wear sweatshirts when it was
You
cold.
did.
But, it
But
was
we're
just
talking
hot.
about like first date.
It was hot. Oh yeah. I think.
Sorry guys, we got off.
I remember what I wore on the first date. Do you?
I don't.
I don't know why I remember these things.
It's funny, your memory is so bad, but like there are very specific things about like when we first started dating that you remember. But other than that, like, terrible.
Hey,
Just kidding.
it's true.
But it is very cute that you do remember a lot of like the specifics, like visually. But you're a guy, you're visual.
I wore a purple LRG shirt. I wore some. They weren't khaki. They were like lighter than khaki shorts. White Vans, and some
Pristine.
Nike socks or something like that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. It was 2009, guys.
You look good for 2009.
Thank you.
I would say this is my number one,
This is the Holy Grail?
the Holy Grail.
Oh my gosh, okay. Guys,
first date.
wait, hold on. This is the Holy Grail of first date advice. Liesl, go.
My number one. If you don't want to go on a first date with someone, don't go. It sounds like an easy concept.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't get pressured into doing something that you don't want to do.
Not in a way of like, I'm nervous, I don't want to go because I'm nervous. But if you just genuinely don't want to go on a date with someone.
It's not sparing the person's feelings by going and then like ghosting them, or going and then saying, now I know I don't want to be with you. If you already know, just rip the Band-Aid off right there and say, I'm so sorry, but no thank you. And it's hard to do, but
I went on.
you gotta do it.
Yeah. I went on 2 dates that I didn't want to go on. And it was so much harder looking back to essentially lead them on.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because you already don't want to go, so then you're having this, I mean, texting was still big back then. Back in my day. You're talking and you're flirting and they're like, I can't wait to go on this date with you, and you lie to them. So you're already setting a bad precedent.
Oh man.
Because you don't want to go, but you're letting them know like, I'm into it, I'm into you, let's do this.
Yep.
Potentially you kiss them. And then that's like an even further step and you have to like retract. It's just a lot easier on all parties to say no. I had a hard time saying no. I still have a hard time saying no. Obviously, like, I don't have a hard time saying no if someone wants to date me.
Ian, so I'm going on this date because I just couldn't say no.
But that is my #1 piece of advice because it sucks for all parties. I hated breaking their hearts and saying, you know, like, I just really don't see this going any further. And luckily I didn't have to see them again.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think on one of the dates we did have to interact after that, and it just would have been so much easier to be like, let's just stay friends.
Yeah.
So if you don't like that person, if you're not attracted to them, if you're just saying yes to be nice, that's not being nice. Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. As your older sister, older brother, whoever, cousin,
don't do it.
Auntie, uncle, don't do it. It's awkward just thinking about it because I know some of you are in that situation. So just don't do it.
Just it's hard, but you gotta just say no.
Even if you've already said yes, just let them down easy and be like, you know, I said yes, but what I meant to say was no.
Yep.
For lack of better words. What do you think about kissing on the first date? We kissed because we had already been friends and we had already shared a first kiss. But
I mean, I think if it's interesting. If you don't see it going anywhere, obviously don't do it just to do it.
Yeah, learn from my mistakes.
Yeah. But like, if you really like them, I think it's okay to have a kiss.
Okay. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
All right, don't open that door that could lead to too far. You don't want to go too far.
No, but a nice.
Get married, then you can go too far. But I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. I will say it depends how old you are. I gotta tell you, we have daughters. They're not kissing, not until they're 25. All right, 25.
I'm gonna have such a hard time. I'll be like, don't kiss him, but let me know how it was.
Oh man.
Oh, we're too far into the future.
Yeah, I think it depends on your age, but I think as long as it's respectful, and I think it's okay.
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess this is where boundaries come into play because if you know that a kiss is going to lead to you doing something you don't want to do, then obviously like take that off the table. And you could also let them know ahead of time, like, hey, I really like you, but I'm not going to kiss you tonight, but I do want to see you again.
Oh, sure, yeah. That's just where that honesty comes in, communication.
You start, start communicating from the start, you know?
I think most people would appreciate upfront honesty.
Yeah.
And maybe it stings a little bit, but rather than just like beating around the bush, because you could always feel that too.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I know you're beating around the bush. What's up? Just tell me straight up. And
I don't think anyone wants to be rejected. So if
you
were going in for the kiss, or if I was going in for the kiss at that moment and it's like, no, then it's like, ooh, that's
ooh, that hurts. Yeah, ooh.
Whether or not you want to see them again, it still is like, I feel like that's something that should be, if you think a first kiss is on the table after the first date and you're not there, I would say let them know, because no one wants to, that rejection is hard to get over.
Yeah.
Even if you do get over it, it's still a little like, it stings just a little bit.
Sure. That's a good advice.
You said that's a good advice.
I know. All right, so what do we have now? We have be yourself, brush your teeth, all right? Be open, communicate, tell the truth if you want to, if you don't want to go on the date with them, whatever. And most importantly, maybe not most importantly, but have fun.
Yeah.
Relax, have fun, enjoy yourself, and
you don't have to let your guard all the way down, but you know, just do what you need to do before, like do some jumping jacks, do a little shake it all out.
Yeah, and for our Christian followers out there, hopefully you've prayed before you've gone on your first date.
Yes.
And you see a future and maybe, potential husband or wife. And that should put you at a little bit more ease about your date. But yeah, have fun, relax, be yourself.
Yeah, because if you're gonna marry this person, you're gonna have fun all the time.
That's right. Non-stop fun.
Non-stop.
It's like a carnival over here, all right? It kind of is like a carnival over here all the time.
But it is. It was cool to like do something fun with you and to have fun with you in a romantic setting.
Yeah. Any other takeaways from our first date?
I don't know.
Oh, guys, clean your cars.
Oh,
clean your car. Don't have a dirty, nasty car.
Yeah.
It happens. Stuff accumulates in your car. Happens to me too. But like, clean your car, vacuum the carpets, wash your car. Make sure you have a nice looking car before you pick up your date. And that's not an excuse to say like, well, dirty is just who I am. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Try to be better than that. But like a clean car is inviting. You're not gonna sit on some crumbs or some like
nobody
sticky
wants that.
sour candy or something like that. So.
You're talking about my current car?
No. I'm just drawing on personal experience right now.
Anyway, everyone, thanks for watching this video. We hope you learned something, got something out of it. If you're getting ready to go on a first date, I hope this brought you some value.
Yeah.
If you're reminiscing, hopefully you laughed with us. If you are in a position to where you want to say no, hopefully I convinced you to just cut it off. And yeah, if you've had a funny first date, tell us the story in the comments.
That would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll go over some of the funny stories.
Oh yeah.
We can react to the funny stories in the comments.
Yeah, if you've been on a funny first date or had a first date.
I think everybody has some sort of a first date flub or blunder or embarrassing moment or something.
Let us know what that was. But anyway, be blessed, don't stress, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you guys. Love you. Bye.